with hints, tips and tradie chat. Grab yourself a brew because it's about to start. This is Women in Trades with Amy the Sparky.
Before the show starts, I just quickly wanted to talk to you about Tradify. Tradify is a fast-growing job management platform for all busy tradespeople. It's great for managing all sorts of business admin such as quotes, tracking invoices, timesheets and appointments, leaving you more time to focus on other important things. Tradify have very kindly given me a discount code for my viewers, so check them out by clicking the link in my show description and using discount code AMY50 to get 50% off. Now, let's crack on with this show. I feel like it's bring your mate to work day.
Well, I'm bringing you to work, or are you bringing me to work?
You've brought me to work, haven't you?
It's true, it's true. We've had a good day.
Yeah, we have had a good day. It's been really enjoyable, actually.
Oh my god, it's 2:30.
Yeah.
What happened to your phone?
I dropped it multiple times.
Is that a screen protector?
Yeah, luckily, yeah. Oh god, yeah, I'm not brave enough to not have. Look how balling I am. Emergency 20. Used to be an emergency 10, now it's an emergency 20.
Nice. I just a Bitcoin, do you know what I mean? I do not have
Nick
Bitcoin.
only deals in gold bars.
Copper bars. Ingots.
Oh yeah,
I like
ingots,
to call them.
Ingots.
Yeah.
That is the actual word, because I used to work in the jewellery quarter for 6 years, and that's what they call them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did try to stick up for you when they were taking them in, but that is what they're called.
So if you haven't seen this on the podcast that we do, Monday Club, on my channel, if no one knows who I am, I do Spark stuff on YouTube and Instagram and that sort of stuff. Occasionally, every now and then,
Sometimes.
Twice a week.
When he feels like it.
Yeah, and I've got myself a unit and I melt down scrap copper just for the hell of it. It's not like, oh, I'm going to make loads of bars and weigh them in, because the cost effectiveness of the gas and everything, the time is... It's so not cost effective whatsoever. If I had one the size of my house that I could tip, then yeah, but I called it ingots, so I'm going to be making ingots, and they all ripped me for it.
No, but it's the right word.
It is.
Ingots,
it is.
That's what we used to sell, little gold ingots.
They are worth quite a bit. If you were to get a weight in copper, I think when I did the video it was £4.50 for a kilo of bright copper. Mm-hmm. But if you did that in a copper ingot, as long as you can go to a scrapyard and 100% them go, yes, this is pure copper, because what a lot of people have read is they stiff rubbish metal in the middle of it to weigh it down a bit more, or mix it so it's not pure, but you can get about 20 quid on eBay. Some people wing them for 20-30 quid in a kilo.
Big money.
Well, not with my signature on it, do you know what I'm saying?
Woo. Can I have one?
Yeah. Kimmy pinched them off me the other day.
Really?
Yeah, and Sam. Sam was like, I really like this one. I was like, yeah. And Kimmy took 2. And it's like, yeah, it's fine. But little tip. Because I haven't got any propane, so I can't do it at the moment.
Oh.
It's good fun.
Can anyone donate some propane to Nick so he can make me some ingots?
I know, I've got quite a few. I'll bring one tomorrow. There you go.
Thanks.
You coming tomorrow?
Yeah, is that alright? Oh no, that means today didn't go very well.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Just wish you were on your phone so much. Hey, I'm joking.
I don't know what to ask you now. How is business? You're always busy.
Yeah.
It's super busy.
Yeah.
You've started working a bit further afield, haven't you?
Yeah, so we had a conversation earlier about, I've always been local, I've never really travelled for work. I think I did a few jobs in Tamworth. This is when we first started messaging on Instagram, saying up this end, you know what I mean? And that was just for a builder. He was from Tamworth, and he had a girlfriend in Stafford at the time, so that's sort of how we got hold. It was really weird how we met. We went to Tesco petrol station, and I saw him as I went in, and as I come out, he was just stood against my van, and I was like, "Can I help you?"
People do that to me all the time. They see the red van, they're like,
"Where's my mail?" That's what they say to you.
Kind of straight.
Where's Jess? Is she in the seat? And it's obviously because you have a postman pack van.
Red van.
And I was like, "You're right." He goes, "You're a Spark, aren't you?" It's my old van that said electrician on the side. Okay. And you know, within moments, I've had it before, he goes, "You're a Spark, aren't you?" And I just stood back and went, "I think so, yeah." Like, what a question.
It's like when I knock on someone's door and they don't realise that they've booked a woman, or that my company's going to send a woman.
Right.
And they open the door and they go, "You're a woman?" And I'm like...
Yep. Yeah, I think so. I sit down to wee, so yeah.
Still a woman?
Yeah. Anyway. So, and that's why, but other than that, I've never had to. I've never gone more than 20 minutes, to half an hour away for work, regularly anyway. But I thought we've done, I think, about 150 ICRs in like 3 or 4, ever since before the deadline, and then after the deadline, it's still going crazy, all for the letting agents. So, and we were that sick of them. And then we're doing all the remedials as well, so it's all overlapping and intertwining. And this is where I said to Adam, he's never worked away, he's only ever worked, I think he's only had one proper job, and that's with me. Like, he's never had
You call this a proper job?
It's very cushy for it. But he's never had a paper round. He's done some stuff with his uncles, but his first training for a job was with me, and then I employed him. And I said, do you want to work further afield? Should we try it? Should we have a bit of a laugh? And he was like, yeah, absolutely. But my only thing is, like I said earlier, is my kids. I've never been away from the kids for more than a day, or maybe a half, and it's not like I think they're all going to run away without me. Like, that's not. It's just,
I think you're worried they're going to really start to enjoy life without you.
They're just going to go, oh, it's so peaceful without that big man around the house. He's so annoying.
There's so much less washing.
Yeah,
the food shopping's half the price.
It's so funny. When my mother does the washing, she gets that, she's folding all the kids' clothes, all doing it. I've got an 11-year-old, I've got a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. She's folding it, and then she'll get one of my tops out, and she's only little, and she holds it out, and she's like, why are you so big? I was like, I'm so sorry. But she could do 3 of my t-shirts that's this big, and the kids could have like a week's worth of clothes.
You are massive. Look at Nick's hands.
I'm a big person.
That's ridiculous.
Obviously we were checked before COVID before this, so it's fine.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but that's my only worrying thing, is if anything were to happen, I couldn't get back quickly. I'm an hour and a half away, so it's not like I've got to get a plane. It's just I just get panicky, like, you know what I mean, being a dad and whatnot. But I've got 2 of my best friends that live literally 3 roads away, so and I about to say I bring Adam, but he'd be with me. But then Adam gets to enjoy the time in a hotel room with us. Like, we can go and have a drink in the evening. Not too. I know the first night we're going to go, we'll just have a few. Not eating properly all day. And we'll wake up Tuesday morning and go, wow. As well, I'm going to sit in the van on my phone for a bit. Can you go and carry and do some work?
You deal with it.
But no, it's exciting. But we've got loads booked in. We've got one in London, one in Stoke.
Nottingham. You're coming to Nottingham. That's not far from me. 25-30 minutes, so I'm going to come and help on that one.
You can pluck up some courage and do a proper video by yourself.
Okay.
From start to finish.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's exciting. I've got loads of this stuff coming in, constantly getting phone calls, and like the Traderify thing's helped out loads with my half, booking stuff in.
So she's sort of running it, like behind the scenes. Yeah, you need that
I
now
just couldn't do it. Like I explained to you earlier, I don't have realistically 5 minutes to myself ever. And if I do, it's because I'm filming or editing or playing with the kids. I've always tried to keep weekends as family time, but recently it's encroached itself and whatnot. But I'm doing what I've got to do for the family. Like, I'm trying to build something up so when the kids are all, my plan is, my 10-year plan, probably not 10 years, but I want to have 3 other houses. So I've got my own house, but I want to get 3 rentals, or my other half is quite into the Airbnb stuff.
Okay.
So a few of my friends have got them, so maybe do something like that. But just have a retirement plan, or when the kids are all of age, is we can sell 1 or 2 and have enough money to then give them a massive deposit for their stuff, because my mum and dad helped me out when I bought mine, and I want to do the same. It's just now I've got the YouTube stuff and I've got loads of other stuff in the background. I've got enough to pay for the bills. My other half's employed by myself. She helps run it so much better than I ever did. Like, I'm so lazy when it comes to paperwork.
Yeah, everybody hates paperwork, but I've noticed that men really hate paperwork.
I detest it.
And I think it's going to get me in trouble. Women are maybe slightly more organised.
Oh, 100%. Like, I think any man, no man will disagree with that at all.
I'm quite organised, so I
like to
keep
be.
on top of
I like things to look like they're organised.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'll stack my
piles.
paperwork in neat piles, and I'm like, I'll walk out of my office going, that looks great. And then we're like, can you get this piece of paper? You know, in one of your piles? No idea. No idea. Which one of 16 piles do you want to look in?
So did you hand it all over to her in a mad mess and she sorted it, or were you sort of semi-organised?
So my paperwork, I was taught by my mum and dad. My dad was self-employed, so I used to do sort of end of weekish, so I know what's coming in, what's going out. This is before Traderify, so it was all on pen and paper. I've always been that way. Even my accounting software, it was always in a green book, my accounting book. And I do the week, and then every month I do end of month, so I figure out how much has come in, how much has gone out, how much was materials, how much tax to put aside. Always make sure I transfer my tax away into a private account, because it's not my money, and be on top of it. So each month I would say I'm organised. Yeah. But it was over Christmas time I never did it, and then it come to January, and I was like, because I always wanted to make sure I would say earn enough, but I earn enough in there to pay the bills, to transfer stuff where they need to be, and the rest is savings. And it was always then I'd transfer a lot of it out into savings account. But over that time, I was like, I'll leave it in. And obviously it progressed and it built up, and I was still transferring my bills money across, but I let it build up. And I was looking January and February, I was like, oh, I'll leave it another month. I need to do my end of month. Yeah, I can see there's plenty in the account. And it come to then having to do my end of year, and I was like, oh my God, I've got like 4 months to catch up on. And I spent an entire Saturday and Sunday in there, 14 hours each day, just sat there with a can of Monster and a coffee. And I kept, for some reason, I had a pan of chocolate. I just ate that all weekend. I don't know why. And got it all done. And that's the moment I went, it's there, it's done. I patched my accountant, and my other half had like proper exchange. So she has control of everything. I use QuickBooks now. My accountant does all my accounts for the first time in 13 years. Like, I've never been able to trust anyone with it. But because of getting VAT registered as well, which is another story, I've finally just gone, it's too much. I don't have the time to do it anymore. So my other half takes the emails, the phone calls, booking stuff in, speaking to the other builders and plumbers or whatever who wants me to work. And she speaks to a lot of people from the YouTube stuff that want us to do stuff, and books it in. Because as much as I say, oh, you'll text me or an email me and I reply to you that night, I just don't.
No.
I just don't have the time. If we finish late, we nip to the unit, or I'm playing with the kids and I want to bath them, you're talking 9 o'clock by the time I've sat on the sofa. That's the last thing you want to do. But she can do it throughout the day, which is cool.
That's good.
I waffled for ages then. Sorry.
I'll just shut off. Don't know what you said. I'm only joking.
Why is everyone with me?
I'm only joking. I'm only joking. What about Adam? How's he getting on? Because I think I last met you guys. I first met you when it must be nearly a year ago. Because I started my Instagram a year in June this month. So I've had my Instagram a year. So I came down to see you, and I met you and Adam in July. Yeah,
in Stafford. Yeah, we're doing a rewire then.
Yeah,
you
were nearly done on that one, weren't you? We came sort of near the end. We were doing we did a bit of chasing upstairs.
Yeah. Because that guy we work for has now become, he's an architect, but he left his firm. He's now self-employed, so we're doing work for him now around all those other properties, which is cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's come on leaps and bounds. He's better.
He's brilliant
now than he was then. Back then, he was amazing anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever find anyone better, to be honest.
I think you're a good little team though, aren't you? Yeah. Like, you work so well together.
No, I enjoy it. And it helps that we've got the family connection, not saying we're related, but the family connection in the past of how we know each other. But it would have been a very difficult thing for me to take someone on from day one with no rapport at all, like with no confidence in them or...
Yeah, because you're one of those people that's just really difficult to get on with.
I'll give every... Yeah, true.
You're not very likeable.
No. I'm just a horrible person all the time. It was the chance, but knowing that I can say to him, you know, you've not put word mat down, why haven't you put word mat down? Without wanting to be angry about it, he could take it and go, yeah, that's fine. But don't know how some people do it, but equally not wanting to say stuff for the sake of saying stuff.
Yeah.
But he's just always been bang on. He's helped me grow. I would say more than anything, more than the YouTube stuff, more than the half joining us. Yeah. He's just given me the confidence that I've shown him how to do stuff, but he has received it really well. Yeah. Like, he can just pick it up and go, right, cool. And the only problem is he detests going to college. His college isn't fun. Mine was fun.
About that earlier, and he's not keen on it, is he?
It's a shame because I had a really good time, but I was there full time. He's only there 1 day a week, and he just has to go there, suck it up, get it done. But he's miles ahead of everyone else.
I can imagine.
So he's there going around helping everyone else.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he could probably teach there better than us.
Well, you showed the tester the other day. Teacher the other day how to use the tester. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's embarrassing for them. But yeah, he is good. He's brilliant.
Everyone needs an Adam.
Yeah.
Adam.
Do you think? It's very possessive, aren't you? It's a bit weird. He's my Adam. Right, get your eyes off him.
No one wants to take my Adam away. Wait for someone to come scoop him up. Oh, we'll pay you twice as much. He'd probably say no.
He wouldn't go anywhere.
He would he? No.
Like
I'd have a word with his mom.
Honestly,
no.
They're like
tell
a
him no.
little married couple. They're so cute.
There's a lot of ribbon going on behind the scenes that we're not allowed to put on camera.
There is a lot, actually.
Yeah, there's a lot
more than I even thought.
Yeah, a lot of your mom jokes, really.
It's constant, your mom jokes.
Yeah. It's funny though, we both know each other's moms, so if my mom heard what he said or his mom heard what I said, they'd both go, fair. Yeah, all right. Yeah,
it's funny. Fine. Do you think you'll get bigger, take more people on, or are you just happy being you and Adam doing what you're doing?
I'm well happy where we are.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'd take someone else on, or like yourself today, just sub people that I trust and know, I've never wanted to get any bigger. I don't want the hassle of more paperwork or payroll stuff or just extra things I don't have to worry about. Because I knew if I employed someone else, let's say fully qualified Spark, blah, 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 they would want 36 grand a year. Me knowing, right, it's a stress now, I've got to find 36 grand's worth of work. It wouldn't be an issue, and I know that. But like I said on like Monday Club before, I build things up so much in my head, and I will go through it 5-6 times until I go, just bite the bullet and go for it. And maybe one day, but I think I just tested what was subbing to start with. Just sub the work out as I want to need it, and if I can see there. But to be fair, the past 2 weeks, I probably turned down about 40 jobs.
Wow, really?
Yeah, only little things, but enough that I could have easily paid someone's 2 months' wages for. Fully and I just said, I can't do it. That's the problem with Sparky, and if people want it, they want it now. They don't want to wait 3 months. Can you come and change my extractor fan? Yeah, it'll be in a month and a half. No.
So you booked up now for
beginning of August, middle of August.
Yeah.
So, but for me, it was only ever like 3 weeks in advance. That's always the way it's been. Just always 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks, and now it's months. It's a great feeling to know that all their months are done, but it's like at the same time a bit like, oh god, I've got 3 months. I've got 3 months worth of work to get on with. Like, I can't book a day off here and there. As much as I'd like to say, I'll take. I have Mondays off. I'll try to do paperwork or mess around in the unit, but at the same time, if I wanted to do it my daughter's sports day, I've just realised when I'm working in Nottingham away, it's her first ever sports day and I'm missing it, which sucks.
Oh,
absolutely sucks. But I do know if I was there, she wouldn't run. I know she'd just be like, oh, I'll go stand there, Daddy, and I'll just sit with him, and oh, don't worry. And she pulls this, she does this all the time, and she puts her neck into her shoulder. So maybe it's a good thing I'm not there, because everyone will record it and whatnot. So, but it just little things like that. I just think self-employed I should be able to go off. If I was locally, I would, but it's just fell wrong in it. So
leave Adam running the show. I'll give him.
I probably could, and I've said this to my dad the other day. Like, I know he can hear me now, so be careful. After we did the job the other week, I reckon I could drop him off at a rewind. He could completely do it by himself. Yeah.
He's brilliant.
Or he can control it and tell other people I am doing work today. Ish. Come on, let's behave. I used a Hoover earlier. He could plan out map routes, because that's the hardest thing with the rewires, is just figuring out your routes, where you want to take, what board you want to take up, how the access is going to be. Because here the board is a pain in the arse, where it's located, or where it's going to be located. But he could do all that. I'm more than confident.
He's really mature for his age as well, isn't he? He's quite sensible the way that he thinks and stuff. And also, he's not one for like wasting time. He just gets on with it, doesn't he? I know. You could trust him to leave.
It annoys him when I say, can you just be quiet for a minute while I film? He's just there like,
he has to stop.
Is that alright? Sorry. Anyway. Where is he? Come back upstairs?
I don't know. But my eyes are hurting now. Hay fever's killing me sitting outside. My eyes are stinking.
Let's just wrap up.
That was Women in Trades with Amy the Sparky. Never miss an episode by subscribing now. Just hit the subscribe button and turn your notifications on.